Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Crush. So here we go again, more drama. Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million. He's being accused of assault, the R. Like, what the heck is going on? First, he had that situation on IG where supposedly, his foot or something hit the record button and he went live while he was getting busy. And nobody believed that. If you have half a brain, you know that's all cap. So nobody believed that BS. It was clearly a publicity stunt. Him trying to get his name back in the algorithm to boost ratings and to get everybody talking about him. The more people talk about you, as I'm doing right now, that equates to more money, sponsorship, etc. The more your name is in the algorithm, we're always talking about you because of drama. If you're smart, you would capitalize from that. But now the man is back in the news, and apparently some chick, she's suing him, saying he assaulted her, he R'd her. And this is not what you want, man. Every time you turn around, some big media personnel is being accused of some weird, is being accused of something. You had Joy Taylor, Skip Bayless, that situation that transpired, a few months ago, not long ago, a few weeks back. Now you have Shannon Sharpe once again in the news for more BS. This is crazy. So he's accused of sexual assault and battery, and engaging in intentional infliction of emotional distress. Clearly somebody's trying to get a bag, another come up. There's always somebody trying to come up off you. This is why you got to be careful with who you associate yourself with, who you lay down, get busy with, because anybody could turn around and say, oh, he did this to me, he did that to me, and now you got to spend money, time, energy trying to prove your innocence. And it's just more issues. And so the person who is suing him, she claimed she was in a relationship with Shannon Sharpe for nearly 2 years, and it began as a rocky, consensual relationship. And I am assuming she's trying to say that eventually grew into abuse and assault or whatever she's claiming. And she's seeking $50 million. Come on, really? It would make me feel much better if if I get $50 million. That's the only way I would feel better. If I'm able to win $50 million because I'm emotionally distressed and he abused me. And I'm not saying that she's lying, obviously. We don't know what's going on. We need more, we need further details, etc. But man, this man got to be tired of controversy and drama. But then again, the last issue, like I said on IG, that was premeditated. He actually set that up, because he wanted to get his name back in the algorithm and all of us talking. So that was intentionally done. Now you have another woman coming out again, suing you for assault and battery. Like, man. So she claims she met Shannon Sharpe at Los Angeles gym in 2023 when she was 19, and alleges in the lawsuit that Shannon Sharpe, who is currently 56 years old, sexually assaulted her twice, once in October and again in January of this year. So Shannon Sharpe was going insanely young. And am I surprised that a 19-year-old would say, oh, he assaulted me, he abused me? And I am not saying she's lying once again. Innocent until proven guilty, so I don't know if she's lying or not. But I'm just saying, is it surprising that a young female in her early 20s, she's coming out, she's about 21, 22, she's coming out saying, oh, he assaulted me, he did this and this, and now I want $50 million. The only way you can make me feel better is to award me $50 million. This man can't catch a break, and when you are somebody of his status, you got to be careful who you deal with, how you move. And he should know better because he's always talking about these things. And now he's caught in the same situation, the same loop that he's always talking about. Now that's crazy. So the lawsuit states what had once been manipulation, control, and intimidation now begins something far more dangerous and sinister. She claims Sharpe even figured out how to get in her apartment complex without her permission. She also claimed he became violent over the course of their relationship. He threatened to kill her during one incident. and recorded their sexual encounters without her consent. So she has a lot to say. And now this man, he's going to have to prove he's innocent. Obviously, lawyer up, invest money to try to fight and prove he's innocent. Man, all these media personnel and sports analysts and prominent figures, they can't catch a break. They can't catch a break. I don't know how Disney, ESPN, they're going to handle this, because he had the other situation with the IG live situation. He was getting busy. Nothing became of that. You know, he kept his job. It was whatever. And now you have another situation, another lawsuit. Somebody's trying to sue you once again. And you know ESPN, they're owned by Disney. And Disney is all about image. They're all about image and how you look in the public eye. Your public perception is very important to Disney. So I don't know how this is going to affect his job, him being on ESPN. But I would assume it won't be smooth, man. It's just always drama. The man was on Fox with Skip Bayless. They had that situation. It was a whole bunch of drama. He left. Eventually, he joined Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. And it's like this man can't seem to avoid drama. There's always some situation. And what this young woman is saying is very damaging, saying he's violent. He threatened to kill her. Like, that's some really serious allegations, man. She also claimed on 2 occasions he sexually assaulted her. She's telling him to stop and he refused to. He ignored her request to stop when they were getting busy. So like I said, man, here we go again. I don't know how this is going to affect his job on ESPN, but it's not looking good. This is not looking good. But you know what? Someone of his age, you know, his advanced age, he's been through life. He's been through other situations in life. I know you can't control everything, obviously. Somebody could lie on you. As you can see what happened with Jay-Z. Anyone could lie on you and make up a story, obviously. So we don't know the full details. We don't know if she's lying, obviously. But this is real damaging, man. And sometimes, even though somebody's lying and you are proven innocent, you know, Disney, ESPN, the network, they might just be like, you know what? This is too much for us. We don't want all this drama, all this attention, all this negative attention regarding assault, battery. We don't want to, we don't want to deal with that. And sometimes that's the case. Even though you're not guilty, you end up losing your job because they don't want to deal with all that negative press, man. It's too much. But we're going to see what happened with this situation. But here we go again. Shannon Sharpe. This man can catch a break, whether by his doing or someone else trying to accuse him of something or sue him. But as always, I holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.